Hey YouTube, this is my week 3 recovery video. Uh, Compared to week 1, week 3 seems pretty good. I'm not saying it's great because obviously we're not walking already, we should be, but this process is just lengthy. It's just lengthy. So in week 3, I'm off my crutches. I'm walking with the boot, full weight bearing, but I'm taking it very slow. And I'll post a video here. You can see it. Right now, I'm just walking around my house with the boot, and I'll just take it very slow. I'll go to the kitchen very slow. At first, the first day that I did do it, I was kind of nervous. It was actually in the video. So ever since then, I started just walking with my boot, which that was like maybe yesterday. That was nice or Saturday. It was 2 days ago, which I did that. And then from there, I was just walking around the house with my boot, and I think my ankles started hurting because your weight is not, your foot is like, whoa, what's going on? We never had this weight before. So your ankle starts to hurt, and that all went away. But I'm walking now. So things that I've added to my routine compared to week 1 and 2 is I've been doing way more range of motions with my foot. I've been kind of pushing it to like left and right, and not the dorsiflexion, not the plantar flexion. I'm not really messing with that yet. I do a little bit, just like up and down to neutral, to 30 degrees to neutral, 30 degrees to neutral. I'm not messing with that. So I see my physical therapist tomorrow, so I'll tell him, can I try to go a little higher than neutral? I added to my routine the range of motion. I added to my routine the cycling with more resistance. I'm doing more resistance. I'm doing now, basically my routine is also, instead of using crutches, I'm walking with my boot. So I have some pressure on my foot. I added the electrical, it's called a TENS unit. It's kind of like electrical therapy. So I connected that to my calf muscle, so my muscles don't go through muscle atrophy, which means like it just ages quicker because you're not using it. And there's not really any way to trigger the calf muscle because your Achilles is repairing itself, and there's nothing you can do to kind of activate it. So I'm using that electrical therapy so the muscles can contract a little. Now I'm not doing it with like a high voltage. I'm just doing it like a low voltage, and you see like a little contraction. And I've been doing that maybe for like 40 minutes to 60 minutes every day. I also I have the blackboard I showed you guys last time, which is with the heel that triggers my Achilles. I move it in different ways, and you sometimes feel it, sometimes you don't. But I just mess with it to see how far I can take it sometimes. Obviously be careful, don't do it like crazy. What I have felt that helps me a lot, I don't know if it took me to my walking stage, is that I would just sit down and I have this ball with spikes, and it's like a rubber ball, like with some rubber spikes on top of it, and I just roll my foot over it. My heel, I'd put kind of like my full weight of my foot, but once I'm like rolling it to my toes, like right here, I'll like lift it up a little because I don't want my foot pressing into like a dorsiflexion type of movement. So, but I don't know, like I think the spikes like move the blood at the bottom of my foot so it could get ready to like stand on, because everything is like not flowing, there has no pressure there. So that I would feel better than I'd lay my foot on the floor at like 30 degrees, and it'd feel good. I think that's what I added that helped me. So obviously after the movement that I do, and after I'm walking now, so after I'm walking every session, like if my ankles feel kind of weird, I'm icing it, and it feels good after an hour, 30 minutes. It feels good. You take off the ice and you feel great. That's what I added to my routine. And in terms of my diet, I haven't been so disciplined with my diet. I should be. I was trying to do 4 days animal protein and 3 days plant, but this week I was just eating some steak and chicken. It was just like, here in New York City, it's summertime, so it's like barbecue season. My family's throwing barbecues. My in-laws are throwing barbecues, and I'm just eating barbecue. But Starting this week, I'm gonna be a little bit more strict on myself, and watch what I'm eating. I'm gonna try to go back to the 4-day animal, 3-day vegetables, and and lose some weight just so I could reduce my body mass index and heal better, because I know that also contributes to my Achilles recovery. I think I said before I was 200. So I'm gonna weigh myself again and see what's going on, and then I'll check in with you guys next week and see how this diet is working. I am adding the workouts that I said before. I do my crunches. I do any workout that I can't, like, I don't have to use my foot. I will do, like, in my house. Like, I'll do some crunches. I'll do some push-ups on my knees. I'll do some stretches. I'll do whatever I could. And then I do have a trainer at the gym, so he has some experience with foot injuries and working out. So we've been going there. We've been doing some weightlifting, and that's where actually I do my cycling, and that's where I kind of feel better. We activated my quads on the leg extensions. Hamstrings is a little bit more trickier, because it's just trickier just because of the location of the injury to activate your hamstrings. But you can just basically lie against the wall and just pick up your foot, and then you'll be activating your hamstrings with the boot. The boot's kind of heavy, so I've been doing like 50 reps of those, of just lifting my foot. What else? The ice helps. My diet hasn't changed compared to week 1 and 2, except for that. For this week, I haven't been really that disciplined. I've added the infrared light. I already told you about. I don't know if it's working, but when I wear it, it has like it feels like little pinches, like little needles around my foot. I don't know if that's like normal or whatever, but I also added to my routine. The boot, I don't know if I ever explained, but the boot that I have is, it has 3 wedges. I think it's 1.5 inches high or 2 inches high. It might be more. But I have 3 of those wedges, and I have an appointment July 14th to see if they take 1 wedge out. And I basically maintain it by using a cover before I go to sleep. To now that I'm walking, so I'm stepping on the floor, I don't want any stuff down from the floor to my bed. But you might ask yourself, like, why am I not taking out my boot when I'm going to bed? And I have taken out my boot. But here's the thing, I actually wear my boot like maybe 50-60% of the time. But when I take out my boot and go to sleep, there's sometimes that I wake up and my Achilles is kind of sore. Like in my dreams, I've been kind of trying to move my foot up, or sometimes it twitches and it just wakes me up and I jolt up and I'm just like, shit, like, uh-oh, let me put on my boot. So that's pretty much why I try to wear my boot when I'm sleeping now. Like, after I had there's a couple times that's happened to me already, so I try to wear it as when I'm going to sleep. When I'm going to sleep, I try to wear it. When I'm like laying down and my legs up, I'm not wearing that. I just the main thing is I'm trying to keep my foot at like 30 degrees and up, and so my Achilles could heal better. Let's see, the boot's maintenance is kind of tough. I don't really know how to wash it. I use a deodorizing spray. I have some wipes. I clean it. So far, it's not like giving me any problems. I might try to stick it in a washer machine or something. I'm gonna see if that's doable, or maybe I just wash it by hand. So that's what's up with the boot. I did get the leg razor. I have it on right now. I'll show you guys. I have a bunch of my dog's fur here. This is how it looks like. And the reason I'm able to walk on my boot, this might be a helping factor, is that leg razor kind of like puts you up to the same height as the boot, and you're able to distribute your weight better. Whereas if you don't have the razor, you're kind of like going down and you gotta like push up and then come back down and push up. But no, when you have the razor, you're just walking kind of normally. With the razor, I haven't had any issues. I would say be careful be careful, because if you trip and you might get too comfortable and re-rupture that Achilles. And non-op, I hear like the percentage of re-rupture is kind of high, so try to be careful. I'm not using crutches, but only when I'm in my house and I'm in a controlled environment. I kind of know where everything is and stuff like that. But if I'm heading out like to my physical therapist or to the gym, I'm putting on my crutches and I'm using my crutches to go over there. You know, I'm not taking any risks where I might fall and I'm trying to like gather my balance and I might fuck up my Achilles. Nah, I use my crutches, you know, and sometimes my scooter, but that's where I'm at with that. Let's see. Turning on my diet, my mentality, same thing. The games are playing. Just try to keep yourself distracted. Try to read a book, do some research on how you should be week 3, week 4, week 5, etc. Look at videos, look at recovery videos. You know, look at some supplements to take if you haven't took them already. I think I suggested collagen. I'm still drinking collagen every day. I'm still drinking my multivitamins every day. I never drank. I think they were recommended to drink the aspirin. I haven't drank the aspirin, but I'll ask my physical therapist tomorrow if that's really necessary. They said the first 3 weeks I had to drink aspirin, but I haven't drank that. So, and I mean, I did that, but there was just concern about blood clots or something, and I just didn't have it. And then, let's see, what else? So for my physical therapy, and I'll add some videos to what I do. Besides, you know, the rolling the ball, besides the blackboard that I use to balance my feet, besides the hot water, the soaking and all that stuff, and moving my foot back and forth, I'm doing single leg calf rises, but seated position, not standing up. So I'm doing seated position, not standing up. And when I do it, it's not really it's not really hurting me. So I'm doing it very slow, and I try to put pressure by just putting my hands on my legs, and then I just kind of like put some resistance there, and I'm doing that little by little, because right now I have no tippy toe strength. So, but I know I have to get there, so I'm just doing a little bit of that, and that's been a mission to do, because I am walking with my boot, but you can tell that, you know, you can only walk because you're putting all your pressure on your heel, and it's not that bad when you're putting it on your heel. Obviously you don't want to be doing it too much in the beginning stages. I just recovered that way. I don't know, I feel better recovering that way. It's not part of my doctor's protocol, and I will post his protocol. His protocol calls for like hydrotherapy. It calls for some cycling, it calls for some upper body workouts and stuff. I'm triggering my core more, and I am trying to lose some weight. So let's see how that works. Here's the rant part of the video again. I have some theories. So I asked him whether I should use the PRP or the stem cells for recovering, and he mentioned that there's no data that can back up that the PRP and stem cells will like do anything better. I reached out to some stem cell factories or stem cell places, I don't know, and they said that the stem cells, they have had experience with injecting stem cells on an Achilles rupture. They've done it before. They have some cases, and the only problem is that procedure costs like $17,000. And I don't know about you, but I'm not ready to drop $17,000 for something that I'm not sure might work or might not work. So I'm there with that. The PRP is like a plasma. I think it's cheaper. My uncle told me in my country in Ecuador that they're charging like $200 to do the PRP. I might do that. I'll keep you posted. Right now I'm kind of recovering well. I think by my own research, I don't know, but if I'm feeling like I have like a slight hiccup or something, I think I might go to Ecuador, get that PRP, get that blood plasma, whatever, injected into my foot, and see if it helps with my healing process. I don't know if it'll work 100%, but that's my plan. That's my plan to do. Uh, that's it. I'm gonna post some videos of my routine, and it'll have some physical therapy. It'll have some things that I do, including just like hip thrusts, but with my foot at an angle. It'll have me walking or something, and how I walk. Take it easy. I take it slow. It'll have me. And I'll show you what actually. You know what? I might post this video tomorrow, and I'll show you what I do with the physical therapist to see what they say, and then I'll be looking forward to week 4. Let's see how it goes. Thanks. This is my boot. I have these like straps, and I just take them out one by one. Just take this out. That's pretty much how it looks. Sometimes it gets a little swollen here because like I'm just starting to walk again, and for some reason it gets a little it gets swollen a little bit here. But I ice it and it goes back down. I think it's because I'm starting to walk and my foot's not ready for that pressure. I still have some blood here. I don't know. I guess little by little it's going away though. And that's how the back part looks like. So that's my foot. Hope to be running again soon.